I'm originally from California. Was raised by my single dad. My mom left me when I was 4. Growing up, we had everything that we wanted, but for some reason I chose not to go the right way. I was selling drugs, I was gang banging, hanging out with the wrong people, and my father just kept moving us and trying to figure out why I couldn't just stay in the right path. I guess it was just my journey to figure out it on my own. I was just always hard-headed and had to figure out the hard way. Got fired from my job for stealing, and my dad just had it, and he's like, hey, I bought you a plane ticket, you're moving to your mom's, and she lives in New York. Brought a duffel bag, met my mom, stayed up all night when I first met her, getting her backstory, figuring out why she left me, trying to get peace in that, and now we're best friends. I do Muay Thai, so I'm in the gym pretty heavy, and I met a guy named Nick Avila. We start hanging out, I start learning more about his story, he starts learning about me, we start opening up and talking about he had a girlfriend at the time, I had a wife. We were exactly the same. We were doing drugs, we were not treating our girls the way we were supposed to be treating them. And 3 years pass, and one day Nick comes over to my house and he's just a total different guy. And I'm like, wow, Nick, why are you so different? Not really asking too many questions, but he's still we're not hanging out we're hanging out just as much, but we're not doing the normal things that we used to do, because he just was like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. And I just asked him, hey, what's going on? Well, you're a little different. I never seen you like this. And he's like, oh, I'm going back to church. And I was like, oh, church, oh, that's cool. What church do you go to? He was like, oh, I go to a church called C3. It's on Williamsburg. You should come with me one time. I was like, nah, man. Sunday's my day, and I won't go. And he's like, all right, no worries. I'm not trying to pressure you. Whenever you want to come, I'm here for you. But he would just tell me everything that went on in his life and how church is helping him. And one day, me and my wife on a Sunday, she's like, hey, you want to go to church? And I was like, the funny thing is I was just gonna ask you that. So my first day to church, it was so welcoming. It was so easy. I felt warm, I felt loved, I felt welcomed. I didn't feel pressure or negativity or anything trying to take me down. I just felt only uplifting. Reckless Love came on and broke me. Instantly was crying. Instantly talking to myself why am I crying? Then Pastor Josh came on and he was talking about how worshiping Christ is probably the biggest smile you can put on Jesus's face. And that was probably one of the biggest things that stuck on to me, because everything is about me. That's kind of how I lived my life. If I can't get something out of it that's gonna benefit me, I don't have to waste my time on that. So that next day, I'm taking my daughter to school, and Reckless Love comes on. So she sits on my lap, we're singing this song, and then again in my head, I'm just thinking, wow, we're worshiping God. And right now he's smiling on us right now, loving how we're praising him right now. And then I get that warm feeling again. It's just wrapping around my body, feeling like I'm being held, I'm being loved, I'm being watched. I'm not by myself. And I hear in my head, it's okay, you're loved. And I just cried, cried, knowing that I am loved, I am appreciated, I am not alone. So from that point on, I was like, all right, so we're full on Christian right now. We're full on Jesus. We're full on God is first. So I just try to figure out every way I can worship Christ. Money was probably my idol. Since then, I've been tithing ever since, knowing that I'm putting God first, knowing that he looks out for me. I was able to have a better relationship with my wife, be a better father, be a better worker, be a better friend, knowing that living my life through Christ and living more godly, more Christ-like, life is actually easier that way. I don't have to stress so much because I give the burdens to him. I don't have to not sleep as much because I ask for rest from him. I want to be there for people when they can't be there for themselves, because I know Christ is in me and they're going to see it and they're going to feel it, or they're not, but I know that he's there with me, so he's going to show up.